Now that you've completely mastered SimCity 2000, the makers of the game seem to feel you're ready for a challenge. That's the only logical explanation for Scenario's 1 Great Disasters, the first add-on from Maxis for its incredibly popular SimCity 2000. This program takes many of the familiar disasters that you've come to know and love in SimCity and produces 10 additional scenarios to test your leadership. Some of them are based in reality: a hurricane in Homestead, floods in Davenport, fires in Malibu, and earthquakes in, you guessed it, San Francisco. Others represent fantasies we've all probably indulged in at one time or another. You can quell a riot by lawyers in Washington, D.C., a compelling argument for police brutality, I might add. In the Just Desserts category, Silicon Valley Technology develops a new microwave solar energy source, then is forced to rebuild when a system breaks down. Then there's the volcano that magically appears in downtown Portland, even though it's extremely doubtful that that area is zoned for eruptions. Like the regular SimCity 2000, the best way to begin with these new scenarios is to take things slow. When Mother Nature is wreaking havoc with a hurricane or earthquake, let the carnage finish, pause the game, then regroup. When faced with an ongoing problem such as rioting lawyers, cut the speed back to turtle. There's something they'll understand. Once you've gained some experience, you can go at a faster pace. There are a few other things you can do to make things a little easier. First and most important, be sure and set the game at no disasters before you begin any of these new scenarios. I learned that the hard way when an earthquake rumbled through just as I appeared to make some real progress cleaning up the after effects of Hurricane Andrea. Also, don't be afraid to take drastic measures to limit the area affected by your particular disasters. If the fires from your mystery volcano in downtown Portland appear to be in danger of spreading, call in the bulldozers and spread some fire breaks to contain the flames, even if it involves knocking down thriving homes and businesses. The odds are good that they were going to be destroyed anyway, and sacrificing them means you can save a lot more. The aftermath of the disaster is where the work really begins, since each scenario lays out a specific set of objectives you must accomplish in order to win. Since they all involve building your population back up to a certain level, it's imperative that you literally take care of business. Restore your power lines and rebuild your roads immediately. Businesses will fold if they're blacked out or if their employees don't have a way of getting to work. Then take a look at your water system. Disasters always seem to take a heavy toll on the water supply, and the economy will dry up, pun intended, if you don't deal with that problem. Keep an eye on the newspapers. Most members of the media may be nosy, opinionated bastards, but they do provide helpful information. If the paper tells you that the public is clamoring for a new fire station or that a power plant is in danger of shutting down, react accordingly. It'll save you a lot of trouble further down the road. A couple of other notes. Since your Atlanta scenario doesn't include a military base, there's nothing you can do to stop that UFO that looks strangely like a one-eyed mechanical spider. Just contain the flames caused by his evil rays, and he'll eventually go away. You're also going to find that you don't have enough police or fire protection to deal with some of your disasters. When this happens, squelch the urge to build more police or fire stations to solve the problem. You can build the new stations, but the extra policemen and firemen won't be available until the disaster ends. SimCity 2000's designers understand that life is hard and that unwanted disasters often rear their ugly head and destroy something that took a long time to build. At least with their new Great Disasters add-on, you can protect the city that took you so long to painstakingly create and let the vile volcanoes, lawyers, and UFOs of the world tear up somebody else's town.